Okay, what is up everyone? I'm here to bring you a very important update on Cardano. I see Cardano doing some very interesting things. So in this video, we're going to run through some tactical analysis, talk about what I see happening with short-term and long-term. So if you want to keep up to date with time-sensitive critical technical analysis, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell to notify the new uploads. Guys, let's delve into this. A few very interesting things to note. Okay, taking the bottom point of this movement, the top here, and the retracement, I believe Cardano is currently respecting the boundaries of this pitchfork. And very interestingly, the reason why I want to make this video is because we're currently testing the lower extremities of this pitchfork, and we may be breaking down below. And if we do, I think what we may be doing is testing this ascending triangle, which is extremely interesting because soon, if indeed we break below this pitchfork, which it looks like we might be, this most recent 6-hour candle is trying to close below it. Interestingly, the 50 EMA here on the 6 hours acting as support. So we'll see if that maintains. If not, I think kind of I think it's a matter of time before we test my purple box here. My purple box being between 32 cents and 30 cents. I think we're very likely to test that if we can't hold this pitchfork. And if we do test that, we'll be testing the lower extremities of this ascending triangle. So very soon we're going to test if this ascending triangle is valid or not. We're going to test to see if we can hold it. If we can hold it, maybe we expect a bump up like this, and then maybe we test all-time highs. We'll see. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. We need to keep an eye out for this because I believe we'll be testing this wall here sooner rather than later, probably within the next 2-3 days here. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Let's take a look at our indicators. Let's take a look at the larger time frames first. Daily. Did we have a bearish crossover? Ooh, almost, guys. If we have a bearish crossover on the MACD on the daily, that will be very bad news, bears. We may even break below this ascending triangle here. If we have a bearish crossover in the MACD on the higher time frame, that's a very big deal as well. Taking a look at the RSI falling below critical support level. We can see here last time the RSI dumped on the uptrend, we found support at the 6136, and we fell below that, which is bad. As well, looking at the stochastic wanted to go up, bearish crossover going back down. I think we might. I think we have further downtrending here, guys. I think at the very least, based off the daily, very least we retest my purple box here in the lower extremities of this ascending triangle. Yeah, I don't think this pitchfork is going to hold based off the daily. Let's take a look at the 6 hour. Okay, 6 hour more of the same. Bearish crossover recently, it's bad. Going down our side, lower highs, lower lows. Stochastic on the way down. Momentum, but yeah, 6 hour looks bad. It looks very bearish. Let's take a look at the 4. Same story. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Okay, so the 1 hour is the only thing that looks kind of interesting here, because based off the 1 hour, it seems like we want to have a leg up. Momentum waves, bullish crossover, stochastic on the way up, RSI. Touch the overbought region is now making higher highs, MACD ticking up. So, what may be happening here is we fall back up. We go back up, perhaps get rejected off 20 EMA on the 6 hour, and then go for that further leg down. Because the fact that we look very, very bearish on the 6 hour and the daily is not good at all. I do think it's a matter of time before we retest this green line here, and let's kind of figure out where we may go if we break down. Obviously, my purple box here, 32 cents to 30 cents, a lot of volume being traded there, a lot of price reactive areas in between there. But let's see if we can find another place aside from that. Let's extend our. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's take our fib, if I can get it right. Take it to the peak. Let's say this is our bottom. Okay, so let's see here. So I think falling back down to 23 cents is kind of like worst case scenario for Cardano, because the 618 fib retracement level is right there. This was a very price reactive level. So I didn't mean to do that. Let's get rid of that. Let's just do this. I must say that all this area, the entire golden pocket, will act as support. So let's extend that. And then I'd say here 27.6 will act as support. So let's hash this out further here. If we break down, which I think is possible at this point, I think we might find support at 32 to 30 cents. Aside from that, 27, 28 cents will act as support. We can see here how the 27, 28 cents is kind of price reactive with these regions here. And then aside from that, just the 618 fib retracement level. You know, we had it was a price reactive level. You know, based off these peaks here and here, these dumps, we reacted off those prices. And I think aside from that, worst case scenario for Cardano, which I personally feel is unlikely, is 18 cents to 15 cents. A lot of sideways price action there, a lot of volume. So if we can't maintain the 32 to 30 cents, I think 27, 28 cents will actually support. If we can't maintain that, I think the whole 618 golden pocket fib retracement level will act as support. And if we can't hold that, then geez, we might be falling down to these levels. But I think this is kind of unlikely, to be honest. I think most likely worst case scenario is kind of the golden pocket, which is, you know, let's say here 26.4 cents to 23 cents is kind of worst case scenario for Cardano here. Yeah, now let's take a look at the bullish scenario, which I think is less likely at this point, but let's just take a look at it. You know, it's definitely a possibility still. Let's say we take the height of this ascending triangle. We assume this is a breakout point. I'd say we can hit 60 cents sooner rather than later. So guys, in order to understand what's happening with Cardano, we need to understand what's happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum. They lead the market. Bitcoin is scaring a lot of noobs right now because it's falling and is likely to perhaps even continue falling. Now, something to consider. I do believe we're in a bull market, and I think it's just a matter of time before we find support. If we have a crash, it might even just be a flash crash, something quick. Guys, with this market is so bullish. There's so much more demand than there is supply with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the thing that leads the market. So whatever crash we do have, I think it's likely than not to be a flash crash. And I really doubt we're going to have a long-lived crash. Maybe we have like a move downward, quickly bought up, then like slow up chugging and consolidation for a couple of days and weeks. You know, with one institution alone bought well more Bitcoin than was a lot more Bitcoin was bought up in December alone by Grayscale than was produced. So, and that's just one institution, guys. So I don't think anything has fundamentally changed to make the market less bullish. I do think we're in the beginning stages of a bull run that's likely to peak out around the end of 2021. So all this downtrending, in my opinion, is very temporary and perhaps a great buy the dip opportunity. So we need to keep an eye out for Bitcoin, understand what's happening with that as well. Ethereum leads the altcoins. Ethereum is looking very no bueno right now, very bad. Looks like we're gonna have further consolidation, which is definitely going to be a negative factor on the altcoins such as Cardano. So guys, I think based off Ethereum and Bitcoin not looking good for the moment, and the larger time frames, 6 hour and the 1 hour on Cardano, I think at the very least we're going to retest this green line and then perhaps retest one of these three zones of support I've spoken about before, really. But guys, aside from that, I don't think anything has changed long term. I still think the market is still fundamentally very strong long term. I think Cardano is going to reach the low dollars at the peak of this bull run. So guys, those are my thoughts. I'll wrap it up there. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the bell to be notified of new uploads. Check out our Discord group, our Rarible, and our Twitter. Link for all that down in the description below.